So on this pot, I'm going to put some tiny little fishes swimming around. Now these come in two parts. So as I said before, always start by peeling the top end off. Oh, can you see? Ooh. Yep. And I'm just going to put him on a bit. I'm going to put him on there like that. Rub it in. And then there was his tail, and that goes on. Okay, and you get 2 fishes per pack. You get quite a lot on the sheet. You get 4 of the small ones. I'm using the medium one, so there's 8 fish on that one, and then another 8 fish there, and then you've got 4 very big ones. Okay, so I've decorated my pot now, and it's ready for glazing. So vinyl resist decals are really easy to use, but you know, if you've never used them before, just chill, have a bit of patience, because you know, it's like everything in clay, isn't it? It's the journey and learning what they're like. I mean, transfers take a while. I find them much easier to use than transfer, but then I've used vinyl all my life. I think perhaps the most important thing is to remember that your pot needs to be dust free. This is bisque ware. You can do it on green ware as well with underglazes, but I'm using bisque ware, and I might use some Amico glazes on this one. But yeah, it's just a case of getting used to what you want to do with it. So once you've got them on and you've got them all pressed down really tightly, it's just a case of putting a coat of your favourite glaze on, or 3 coats or 4 coats, or however many you normally do. So you know, it doesn't change anything. You see, just like that, and then the vinyl will resist it. This is I love this glaze. I bought a job lot during lockdown of I managed to get a very small, exceptionally old chromatic kiln and a wheel that I've had to get to grips with, and it came with loads of glazes from a place called CTM Potter Supplies in Exeter, and this is one of them, and it's an amazing colour. You're going to see later, but this is going to need 3 coats, so I'm just going to leave this here to dry, and I'll be back when I'm peeling off the vinyls. Right, and this is the little one with the koi carp on. So I'm using a needle, or you could use tweezers, and it's just a case of gently peeling it back from there. Peel it slowly, because if it breaks it's a right pain. But I think you can see that you get a really crisp line. I mean, this is really crisp, isn't it? And if I hold it sideways, can you see that it's a slightly sort of 3D effect? On the top I've put some cobalt, Amico's cobalt, but it's thick, so you've got like a, I think you can see there, like a 3D effect, and I'm hoping that's going to look really cool when it fires, because this is not a running glaze, but this is a bit of a running glaze, so I'll show you it when it's fired. This is the koi carp decals. These were another experiment. So these ones at the bottom, I put them on bisque wire, and I peeled the vinyl off before glazing, and the brighter blue is a static glaze. But then I did the same mistake as I did with the curly leaf, is I decided to just put a bit of crawling glaze. So this was a dab of Amico's oatmeal on the rim with cobalt. But the interesting thing is, I can see a bit of it here, this top decal I left the vinyl on through the kiln, through the glaze firing, and I was nervous about doing this because I'm very, very new to pottery, and I wasn't sure whether the vinyl would just shrink and burn, or whether bits of it would fly around and land elsewhere and ruin other bits. But I had a kiln full of experimental work. When I say kiln full, I've got the smallest kiln on the planet, but it's perfect for a kitchen table potter like me. So I just thought I'd go mad, have an experiment. But as you can see, in fact, the detail, the bit that you can see over the crawling glaze, is as good as the bit where I peeled the decal off. And peeling the decals off is a, you know, it's another time user. So, you know, if you were using these and you were looking to sell your pieces and you were working out costs, then yeah, leave the vinyl on. There was no evidence of any residue left in the kiln at all. I fired it to a cone 6. Didn't see any residue at all of vinyl, and certainly none of my pieces have got strange colour bits on them. So yeah, if I hadn't have used a crawling glaze, it would have come out well. But hey, look at that glaze. It's nice, isn't it?